Hello and welcome back to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. Before we get started, let me just say that I'm doing this one show at a time at the moment. I had a few things break in the last update. This map seems to have loaded fine, but there have been some other things that haven't loaded. So we'll just see how it goes. I can't make any promises. Anyway, what I can promise though is today is going to be beautiful. It's a creator that we haven't seen for quite a while. They seem to have moved on from the game, which is a shame because they were one of the early legends of map making. If you're newish to the series, newish, yeah, in the last 3 years or so, you may not be aware of them full stop. You will be by the end of today's show. At number 50 with a 90% approval rating as voted by you, it's Katzenjammertal by ZOSO. Katzenjammertal, maybe. I'm not even going to pretend I think I can get this one right. ZOSO, what a creator. And there may or may not, because I have seen a few of the maps above here, see more from ZOSO in the upcoming weeks. So, Katzenjammertal, what does it require? Well, there are 38 requirements in a one-click collection. Having said that, I did have to reload the map. We had a few problems with network extensions to alternates not being listed, so there's that. And there were a small handful of other items for me to subscribe to. So yes, you may fancy using the loading screen mod. Check the report if you're loading this map up, because there will be a few missing items for you to subscribe to. But it wasn't a big job. Also, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. So there we go. We're using the Rocky Shore, Stray Cats Territory Rocky Shore theme and the Relight Warm LUT. The map was uploaded in June of 2018. It currently has 640 subscribers. 104 of those have marked it as a favourite, has a 4-star rating on Steam from 83 people who have voted. I reviewed this in episode 400 of What's Map, where I gave it 4 stars for aesthetics, 4 for detail, and 5 for gameplay potential. So, my first instinct about the road layout is it does seem a little bit dated, but this is a 2018 map. It's gonna be a little bit dated. Not so much the main highway running up through the middle of the map. I don't mind that at all. But yes, some of these link roads and secondary roads just seem a little bit, I don't know, bendy. A bendy's not the word I'm looking for, but it just doesn't have that real life vibe to it, whereas the rest of the map could fall into the realistic category. But again, it's a little dated because it's a slightly older map. Still got 90% though. Right, let me see where this start square is. Start square is here, so I think what we'll do is we will just head up through the beef of the map until we get to the start square area up that way. That, I think, is going to be our plan. And then we'll have a little look around, because it's a ZOSO map, and ZOSO maps are glorious. Glorious is what they be. So yeah, mass transit and network extensions 2 combo. Always feel that you should probably use one or the other, maybe not both. But there are exceptions to every rule, and that's just my personal opinion. The great thing with network extensions 2, of course, is it gives you some really good 2-lane highways, and you get them from mass transit as well, and it's good for lane mathematics. So I don't know, if you got one, maybe you don't need the other. Very nice looking intersection there. Probably got a couple of missing pillars. In fact, I do remember there were pillars missing from the... oh, and of course, we have got a little bit of missing. I think there's... yeah, there were 1 or 2 loading problems. I will admit to this. But we have got some very sweet, admittedly, Nelson's column. Nelson's column with all 4 lines, so. Okay. But yeah, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful map. It's going to be a beautiful map. Well, one or two early little glitchy areas in there for us to just be easy to fix. Look, it's a 5-year-old map, okay? You can expect 1 or 2 things to have broken during that time. And as I say, I think my game is a little bit broken as well. The funnily enough, I was only able to get the game to load by unsubscribing to Skive, which is the mod that is supposed to be able to, help you to fix things. So I'm going to try and work that out, but I haven't had a chance to sort it out yet because I've had to start recording the series. I'm a little bit behind on recording schedule, partly through trying to get things to work. Working out that I had to unsubscribe to Skive, but I will figure it out. It's probably just a conflict somewhere. I'll get there in the end. But anyway, yeah. Katzenjammertal, ZOSO, what a creator. They were back at the time that we had a blessing of creators. I mean, Owl was another great creator that do miss them a lot. Is this the start square? Here, start square intersection. Owl as well, yeah. I don't even know if Owl's got any in the top 100. They should have. They really should have. What a creator they were. Not least the themes and LUTs with Owl as well. But anyway, yeah, down here, start square. That, as start square locations go, it's about as good as you can want, really, isn't it? Plenty of cleared space, nice looking river there, plenty of room for a sweeping city. Good. And a really nice intersection to go on the edge of your city as well. Very, very sweet. Very slick. We'll just head on up and just check out some of these little areas. Yeah, I mean, this map would have stood out back at the time because if you have a look at the gradients on the ramps, we've got some nice curves. I mean, possibly I would have that a little bit straighter personally, but it's again, back at the time, it probably seemed amazing. Still very, very good. Still very, very, very good. Custom bridge. Again, back at the time, not many people were using custom bridges. ZOSO just was shining by doing that. And again, a little bit of the detailing underneath the bridges there, just to make the bridge come alive. It's sort of stuff that we accept as being normal these days. But oh, we've even got a little pull in here, little lay-by. Little lay-by there. Nice. Just little subtle things like that can make a map stand out from the competition, if you can call it a competition. Then got a nice little elevated interchange going on there. I'm going to head on. I know we've got an interesting trumpet up there as well. But I'm going to head up this way. There's parts of this map that, I mean, I don't remember much about this map at all. There's a couple of ZOSO maps that are sort of do stick in the head a little bit. This one wasn't one of them. Nice road over rail bridge, very, very tidily done there as well, and avoided putting any pillars through the underside. That's just very nice work. Good pillar work there, actually. Possibly I'd remove the 2 rail pillars there, or move the rail pillars. Hang on, let me show you. Let me show you what I'm thinking here. So I probably would do something like that. So they are, or move the nodes actually. I'll probably move the node of the rail above that to hide them, just to hide them. Then a little poop pond there. Why not? Just to get you started and all that. And we've just got a nice shape For the rivers, a little pre-built harbour area down here as well. Little pre-built harbour running up into the canal system. Canal linking up to the river. So yeah, canal running up to the river. Rivers running across the map. We've got this separate river entity over here as well, which is a more naturalistic feeling river. Heading down here, rock work by the lake. There's even that. Ooh, it's a castle. Oh, what a splendid looking castle. Reminds me a little bit of a castle sort of close by to me, sort of. In the grand scheme of the world, it's sort of close by. Arundel Castle. We'll have a little look. The old curved outer walls. That's why I guess that reminds me. And that's they've got a lake backing up against the castle there as well, where I've spent some time with my family back in yesteryears, walking around the lake. Yeah. So we've got it's Castle. And then you've got the river. Again, good tree detailing along the edges of the rivers. And the field painting. Just standard, straightforward, nothing too complicated. Breaks up that little patch of land in the middle there. Without the field painting, would have been just a little bit null. And you could say the same here. I've got to say, I'm not particularly grabbed by this little patch of fields there personally. But again, doesn't really matter because it's deep in the fog. Back in 2018, things deep in the fog were deep in the fog. Got a little bit of, yeah, just stuff that we'd accept as normal now. And ZOSO was a trailblazer with all of those. We've even got rail. Rail with the custom rail assets, just getting us elevated in a very slick, smooth, clean way. And this is, again, back at a time when people were doing the uppy downy rails all the time. And this was outstanding work in and of that time. I don't think it's ZOSO's greatest work, but I do... Oh, of course, we've even got a little rail terminus over here as well. Yeah, I don't think it's their best work, but I do think it's a very solid map. Feels a little dated in terms of the road and rail layouts, but still very workable and pleasing to look at. It is dated, but it hasn't lost the magic. Let me find a place to put the camera here. I think down here, yeah. It hasn't lost the magic. It's still a very, very strong, fresh feeling map. And not too many things to fix if you want to play on it yourself, which is not bad after all of this time. So Katzenjammertal by ZOSO, our 50th best map of all time, as voted by you with a 90% approval rating. That is definitely one to have a look at. Good shape and lots of buildable space. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thanks for watching, commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me tonight for the live review, and it'll be an old fan favourite. A one that you will have heard of. Anyway, that's it. Thanks to all the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and YouTube membership for supporting the channel. You guys really are the best, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.